What's something your family raised you doing that you later learnt was really weird? 1. Grew up in a hoarder house. I look back at my childhood now and can't believe the cluttered nightmare I grew up in. Now I relish throwing things away when I'm done with them. 2. Before I was totally competent swimming by myself, my mom would put a life jacket on me, tie a long piece of nylon rope to it, and chuck me in the river. She'd basically swim me on a leash down the river for fun. 3. Not cleaning. My mom didn't know how to clean and so couldn't really teach us either. We had this fungus growing out of the carpet at one house that looked like cooked lasagna noodles. We would just kick it out of the way when it sprouted up, or my mom would buy a new rug and put it on top of the old rug. Especially if the old rug was stuck to the floor from filth or something. I didn't think anything of it and would have friends over who probably talked all kinds of crap about me afterwards. But they kept coming over anyways, so I guess they weren't that turned off. 4. Using a bell to call for dinner. My parents got tired of yelling for us, so they mounted a bell to the hallway wall. They would ring it for dinner and any other occasion when they needed our attention. 5. Having your teen partners just move in. My brothers both had their girlfriends move in with us when they were 14 and 15, due to their home life being rough. When I was 14, my boyfriend of 3 months got kicked out, so he moved in with us, no questions asked, for 2 years. Several of our friends also just moved in with us. 6. If I had friends over, my mom wouldn't allow me to offer them anything to eat, nor anything to drink except bottled water. They also weren't allowed to use the upstairs washroom, they had to use the tiny one in the basement. They also weren't allowed to sit on any of the couches, and half the time not even on the chairs. Fairly certain my mom was trying to make visits by friends as unwelcoming as possible so they wouldn't visit, and ditch me as a friend. She thought that all that mattered was studying and getting good grades, and she was more than willing to sacrifice my social life and happiness to ensure that I got good grades. 7. Knocking on strangers' doors to tell them their religion was wrong. 8. Whenever it was one of our birthdays, my father made us keep a pen and pad next to the phone to list everyone who called and when. He'd then keep a blacklist of everyone who didn't call, or didn't call in a timely fashion. For example, the closer you were related, the earlier in the day you should call under his rules. I didn't realize this was messed up until I was an adult and had a lot of therapy. 9. Clapping at shows we were watching on TV as if we were part of a live audience. Friends thought that was weird. 10. Having to ask permission to get something to eat.